Good afternoon and welcome back. Today you're getting a little bit different view. Steam is coming out. The smoke is coming out. We just fired up, so we'll be good for a few minutes, probably 10 minutes tops. I'm putting some finishing touches on the sugar shack. We got about 110, 120 gallons in the tank right now. We got everything rolling pretty good. A little warmer than I want it to be outside right now. But we got our sap coming in on the blue tubing here. It's not running a whole lot today. You can see here's our vacuum system coming in. That is, it's not pulling a lot of vacuum right now. Looks like about 15, 16 pounds. Good morning, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. Here's the cooker. So what we're doing, if I can get the door open, you can see that we're burning all of our slash. Works great for that. Anything from most of the stuff coming off the Easton made 1222 is we throw it in crates, and that's where this is what we use it for. We save it all year, throw it in crates. You can see here we got about 2 inches of sap in the pan right now. And oh, look at that. There's lunch. We're actually, oh, I got too close. You can see down in the steam hood, see it's boiling pretty good back in there. We got probably another 2-3 hours. We'll check tank up here and see. We got about 40-50 gallons in the tank yet. Here we got the RO system we're bringing out. So what this will do is we can actually reduce the amount of water we have to boil out. So this will reduce it down to between 8 and 10 points or percent of sugar. Like I said, there's the blue lines. We can go for a walk back in the woods. We got 2 totes here of slash. We've burnt one already in about 6-8 hours of boiling. We got this one almost gone. We got another one back there by the end of the day. That one should be gone. We got on the back of the LS here. We got a trailer. This is our sap trailer. It's an old bulk tank, actually, is what it is. That bulk tank will. We got the strainer in the corner there, but this bulk tank works great going back in the woods. We use the Milwaukee transfer pump there, and pump everything into the tank, bring it back, pump it up into this tank. It then gravity feeds down in to the float box. You can see there, it's so it's regulating the level of the sap inside the cooker. The steam stack is going up into the cupola. The steam is dissipating. It's pretty windy today, so it's kind of going wherever it wants to go. Here's our smokestack going up. We do have up in this end we do have an exhaust fan way up on top there. Here's a milk house milk house strainer. Some of you guys may recognize that from a farm. If you ever carried the old milk cans, steel milk cans, that's what you dump them into before you dump them in the tank. That works great for draining. You can see all the particles that are on the top of there. We are not to a point where we have syrup ready yet. That'll be a couple hours. But when we start drawing syrup off, I might go live again and show you guys that process. You can see we just created some vacuum. We're sucking you can see the bubbles, which means we're sucking sap pretty hard right now. Oh yeah. Bouncing right around 20 pounds. So we got some good vacuum coming in. We just collected in these barrels, and then we'll pump them up on top too. We put a check valve in there this morning. That made a big difference on trying to keep the vacuum in. When we do that, when we do have the vacuum in there, we can actually suck more sap out of the trees than if it was just on a gravity system. Like I say, it's pretty windy out today. I did not grab my mics, so if you're having a hard time hearing me, I apologize. But this sugar shack here was built with all lumber that we harvested the trees, sawed the lumber, dried it, and then made the building with it. So any questions that you have, let me know. I got a wealth of knowledge here that'll be able to answer the questions for you if you have any. But we actually got to go back. We got to go back inside and fire up again.
And you don't get some. Or you just get super. Oh, did he?
Yeah, they still do. I am selling.
As you can see, this is all of our slash from our 1222. Burns up fast, burns great.
And you know, I'm sure like anybody who's got any small amount of property, you've got
We got a nice fancy little door that's there. It's quite a process. Like I said, the lunch is in here, so we get hungry, we grab a brat out of the cooker. Yeah, we got a good boil going on in back there. A lot of steam. That'll dissipate in a second. So right now we're at about, that's actually in Celsius. So that's for our auto draw system. That actually we got to do some calibrating on that because it's not quite right. We're getting closer and closer to syrup though. It's not boiling off nearly as fast. I typically like to keep it right around that 2. We're a little high of that right now. But that's about what the process is. Shortly here, we're gonna go get some more sap with the sap trailer and a tractor. We actually can take a walk back in the woods there, trying to find a spot. Try to find a spot to walk back in the woods here, and we can see just how much sap we've collected since last Saturday. Our plan actually is eventually to run a big main line into our, back in here someplace into the sugar shack. There you can see the smoke coming out of the smokestack because I just fired up. She's coming out. We got a good fire going in there now. You see the steam coming out of the cupola there. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any questions, if you've ever worked with the sap process at all, anything like that. This is the same property we were on last weekend cutting beech trees down. I can already see we got a fair amount of sap back here to boil yet today. So they should be coming out with the tractor shortly to gather it out of the pails. Jeremiah, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Is it just as windy down in southern Wisconsin as it is here? We're back in the woods, so that's kind of nice, but she's good and windy up here right now.